You may think you already know everything there is to know about sex, but do you really know? These surprising facts may change your perspective. Here are some surprising facts about sex you didn't know about. Stick to the end to find out the reason you can't stop thinking about that special new guy or girl in your life. Number 1. Women can make their voice sexier, but men can't. In a 2014 study, Albright University researchers found that women were able to deliberately manipulate their voices, while counting from 1 to 10, to sound more attractive. But, sorry guys, when men tried to be sexier, they were actually rated as sounding worse. When a woman intentionally drops her voice to make it sound low, she's often perceived as more attractive. Men tend to prefer women with more feminine voices. Number 2. It takes less than a second to figure out if there's a spark. Actually, half of a second is all it takes for your brain to decide if a potential partner is hot or not, according to a 2008 study. In an interview, the study's author, Stephanie Ortigue, said, "We've found the brain knows who we desire, and when we desire before we are aware of it." Even more fascinating, the researchers found it takes even less time for our subconscious to identify a person we find unattractive. Number 3. Post-sex cuddling can increase your satisfaction. Kissing, caressing, and affectionate talking after sex may be just as important to relationship satisfaction as intercourse itself, suggests a 2014 University of Toronto study. When researchers asked couples to spend more time cuddling after sex, those who did report higher levels of sexual and overall relationship satisfaction, especially those couples with kids. This may have to do with the release of oxytocin during sex. Number 4. You're less likely to get grossed out when aroused. Sex can be a messy activity with lots of fluids and smells, but in the heat of the moment, none of that, usually, seems to matter. According to a study from the University of Groningen in the Netherlands, that's because sexual arousal overrides the body's natural disgust response. When researchers asked some people, they found that those who'd watched the sexual acts rated the tasks as less disgusting, and were also able to complete more of them. Previous research has suggested that sexual arousal has a similar impact on men as well. Number 5. Love can make us obsessed, literally. There's a reason you can't stop thinking about that special new guy or girl in your life. MRI scans have shown that falling in love sends blood rushing to the pleasure center areas of the brain, the same areas that are responsible for obsessive-compulsive behaviors. Falling in love also lowers serotonin levels, which is common in people with obsessive-compulsive disorders, says Mary Lynn. This may explain why we concentrate on little other than our partner during the early stages of a relationship, she says, and also why we tend to idealize new partners and turn a blind eye to their faults.